What up, my fellow Knicks fans? This is your guy Marcellus Ease, and don't panic quite yet. Now, there's been a few plays this season that made me question RJ Barrett's decision making, and it all started here in the very first game against Memphis. The game was tied 98 apiece, and we had a chance to take the lead off the Ja Morant miss, and we're going to see some of the decisions that RJ Barrett has made in this play. As you can see here, Randall leads it off quickly, pushing the pace. RJ Barrett, if he's quick enough, could thread this needle real quick before Bane gets back. But he has to understand his limitations. He's definitely not fast enough, because by the time he makes his move, as you can see, Bane has already made his way back, and now he has two guys on here and a very thin needle to thread. So RJ has to understand his limitations, because this was a huge momentum shift in this game. Could have taken the lead by 2. As you can see, Randall, by accident, drew the offensive foul on Ja Morant, sending him to the free throw line. But this could have really changed the momentum in the Knicks' direction in this game. So RJ Barrett this season, I've seen a few plays where he could definitely improve on his decision making. So in this segment right here, we're going to take a look at a few game tapes of the earlier parts of our season and look at some of the decisions RJ is making, especially a guy that wants to be the leader of this squad. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so here's one of my issues with RJ Barrett right here with his shot selection. RJ can make a lot better decisions right here. See, Randall has to move out. Randall has to move out in order to create spacing. But Hartenstein comes back in and crowds up the paint. Brunson's not quite open yet, but watch when RJ gets closer to the rim. Right about here. Right here. He has Randall open. Wide open right here. He could have made at least a pass. He has Tatum's attention right here, but this is a huge issue with this shot selection. I do not like it at all. This is not good. So okay, right here is not really necessarily going to be about RJ Barrett's shot selection, but if he wants to take the next step up, he's going to have to finish some of these attempts when he goes up to the hoop. Slow this down right here. Look at RJ completely open. How did he miss that? He didn't really even get touched like that. Let's look at it again. Brown kind of lets him go. Let's do that one more time. Open lane. Brown barely touches him. Look at that. RJ got to make those if he wants to take the next step up. Okay, right here, we're going to see RJ Barrett's decision making off this screen, keeping his head down. Comes into play right here. Comes into major questioning, I should say, because having his head down, he does not realize Williams has backed off the screen and he's come out to help, and he's going to swipe the ball from RJ. Right here. Let's look at that again. Right there. He's going to swipe it right there. One more time. He backed off the screen completely. If RJ wants to take the next step up, he's going to have to tidy up on that, because it's going to lead to a transition bucket right here by Boston. He's got to tidy up on that. Okay, so right here, RJ has to understand his bag and his athleticism. I question his decision making right here. What was he thinking? It was almost like 3-on-1. Let's take a look at it right here. It's 3 guys. What is RJ doing? Head down, head only looking at the hoop. You see, like, these are things that RJ is gonna have to cut down on. You know, it's really a tough shot. You got 3 guys on you. And of course, it leads to the turnover, but it's leading us back to that play in Memphis where the Knicks had a chance to go up by 1 or tie the game, and RJ, he took on 3 guys the same exact way. I'm wondering, what is he thinking? He even wait for guys to come back and help out just in case, you know, to bail him out of the play. Look at that. It's already 3 guys. 1, 2, 3. There's a 4th guy that potentially could come in, but he didn't come in. I'm assuming RJ would have probably made the pass, but, you know, we got to look at his head motion. Which way is he looking? So we got RJ just looking down. Yeah, he's just looking at the hoop. Yeah, it's something that RJ is going to have to cut down on. That type of decision right there was not a good one. Guys are not even back to get the offensive board. Now in this transition here with RJ, sometimes I wish he understood his limitations. As we're going to see it play out. RJ, man, just got to know your limitations. It's like that's like a kind of a forced layup right there. I wish he kind of took it back. Let's look at that again. Reminds me of the play out in Memphis. Doesn't really have a clear lane. There's two guys. There's two guys off the spin move. Slow this down completely. Watch when he spins. There's two guys already there. And then this Towns trailing. I wish RJ kind of pulled back from taking that shot. That's kind of forced right there. That's once again an issue I've been seeing since that Memphis game, since he had that possession that we could have went up. And it was a similar play. And you got Cam right there. Cam was wide open for a second. Let's go back. Let's see what options he had, because I feel like he didn't have to go there. He could have made a toss pass right here to Cam. Cam could have pulled up right here. Could have just tossed him the ball, because he is not open. Look at that. You got two guys on you off the spin. If Anderson reached, he could have swiped that. And he got Karl Anthony Towns. He could have easily had a chase down block. I don't know. RJ, he got to understand his limitations. He's not that athletic enough to make this play right here. Off the spin, you already got two other guys. They're already on you. And then Cam is open for a split second, but he already missed it, because there's another defender trailing right here. So I just wish RJ made better decisions. It's not a tough contested layup, but I don't know. It seems forced. You guys down below in the comments, let me know what you think about that. Okay, so this is another play right here where I question RJ's decision making, because he's been in the league a little bit too long to be spinning into three people. It's going to happen right here. But RJ, for the most part, he's right here. He's right here. So we're going to see how this plays out. Let's slow this up. Watch RJ makes his move. The spin move right here. There's already three people. There's already three people. I feel like he should have a feel that these guys aren't open. Maybe make the play to Brunson. See, this is my issue with RJ. Sometimes he has his head down so much, he's just looking at the hoop. Meanwhile, I mean, he almost has four guys on him. But these three guys are going to impact this play right here. Yeah, he just runs into Towns. Let's just go back on that. So RJ right here, what is he looking at? Off the pick. He's looking at this defender right here. Maybe he can get him flat-footed to go this way and then make a spin move that way, but still might not be the right play, man. See, the defender off the pick, which is Edwards, he remains. He's still there. He's still there. That's probably why, because RJ just has his head down. But once RJ makes the move right here, he should get a feel that Edwards is right there. And then knowing that Brunson just set the pick, someone should be here. So Brunson is right there. But RJ, sometimes his head is just so down. We're going to try to catch where his vision is at coming off that pick. He's just looking at, he's looking at the cup. He wants to go in. And right here, man, I don't know how the hell he doesn't spot Brunson. How does he not get a feel for Edwards right here? Even if you didn't get a feel for Edwards, he caught you off guard. You still got a split second to make at least a bounce pass, a safe bounce pass right here. If your reflexes are good enough. Oh, he just runs into Towns. Look, it's just like kind of clunky. You know, he shouldn't have plays like this going into year 3, running into guys like that. Okay, so RJ Barrett's initial decision making will come into play again as he's right here. But he's going to get an entry pass, and it's off rip. You know, the play is kind of suspicious. The way he just starts his dribble. He has time to recover, though. Like right here. The handoff is kind of sloppy. But RJ, he shouldn't be scared to just, you know, reset sometimes. Maybe pull it back and just start over. Slow it down completely. He is not open for this layup, especially on the left side, on his left side. Look, and he still goes up for it. Like straight up. I don't know why. He should have reset. Got 2 guys on you. And then he has the ability to reset right here, but he loses the handle completely. You know, sometimes RJ can't be afraid to reset. See, on the rebound right here, once he secured it, knowing that there's 2 guys there, he should have pulled back. Should have pulled back right here. But he has a bigger man on him. He runs into him. The ball gets loose. These are the small things RJ can improve on. So let's go back to the play. The initial handoff was horrible. And he's not open here. He's not open here at all. Let's freeze this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 defenders on him. He is not open. And off the rebound, he should have reset. He should have reset. 1, 2, 3. RJ should have reset right here, man. You know, he runs into the bigger defender. The ball gets loose. Now, this clip right here, we're going to see what RJ does in the fast break. And sometimes we look kind of clunky on the fast break. We're going to slow this down a little bit. As you see, RJ, he completely, you know, all the way heads down. Even though he has multiple options. His head is all the way down. Even has Randall back here. Or Randall can make a cut right here. And he can hit Randall. But RJ decides to completely head down and try to, you know, take on 3 guys. Let's look at that again. RJ has some options. See, head down. That's just crazy. He takes on way too many guys. 1, 2, 3. Plus the guy's trailing him. And he has another guy right here. Multiple options. See, these are things RJ has to cut down on. And let's try to take a look at some of the players' reaction when RJ takes his shot. Let's try to look at Randall, Brunson, and Evan, you know, because this is kind of discouraging that he kind of took on 3 of these guys. Look at the body language. Damn, this is too many guys open at the 3. Look at Randall. Randall's not even moving in the transition. Yeah, you could see some frustration. It's like, damn. That was like a wasted opportunity. These are things RJ, especially if he wants to be the captain of the team, he got to cut down on these type of things. It shows very poor decision making.